Good afternoon, beloveds. I hope everybody is doing well. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. I just wanted to get on today because I was inspired by one of our YouTube phenomenons, that is Dontay London. I was able to watch a video of his last night where he took us on a journey of his old neighborhood, and it was in the low-income housing projects in his city. And he told us how he was living under deplorable conditions, him and other tenants. And he showed news footage as well of some of the tenants having to warm their homes up with gas stoves. And that is so dangerous, right? But that's what they had to do to survive, to be warm. And they had appealed to their landlord multiple times to no avail. And see, that leads to imbalance. Okay? And when Dontay, who was being very transparent, and I appreciated that, when he was recalling the trauma that he experienced in his past, I could see the pain in his face. I can hear the pain in his voice. See, a lot of us still live the trauma that happened years ago, maybe even in our childhood. We still carry it with us. A lot of us submerge that pain so we won't have to feel it. Sometimes we resort to alcohol and drug substance, sex, whatever we can to dull that pain. Many of us have been molested by our own family members. Some's lives have been threatened, like Dontay recalled. His life was threatened at gunpoint. This is real. This is trauma. And it's not just happening in Dontay's city. This is nationwide. But injustice makes the mind imbalance when you're deprived of that. So when landlords or other officers or those who are in authority deprive you of justice, of your civil rights, you begin to stop caring and stop hoping, and make your environment an unsafe place, like drive-by shootings, allowing stench to fill the air, allowing roaches and rodents to multiply and take over the complex. Because that's a result of your mind giving up hope in justice. And my teacher said that the result of injustice or an imbalance of mind is that we become a savage. And a savage is one who has lost the knowledge of themselves and who is living a beast life. Now tell me, when you look around you, you don't see human beings in beast form, acting like beasts. That's not who God made us, but that is who we became from circumstances. But when I seen that pain in young bruh's face, that hurt me. Because I know for him to relive that, that was painful to him. But I want to say, use that pain. Finish the process. Like you're doing, you went back to that pain and you relived it. Don't stop. finish the process, because that's what's going to make you into the leader that I know that you are. We need to take the process and break it down, or the pain, and break it down to its finest components. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. When we do that, and it's a process, it'll take a minute, but when we do it, we will be rewarded with answers and with resolve and calmness, peace. And then we will no longer look at it in an emotional way. We will rise above that emotion and begin to think like God, because it was God that allowed the circumstances to happen. No matter how grim, no matter how devastating, you have to go to the root of that circumstance, of the cause. Because where there's effects, there is a cause to those effects. Okay? We're trying to make diamonds here. This is self-improvement, self-analyzation, self-correction. That is what Dante was doing. I'm proud of that, bruh, for taking us on that journey. You have to be transparent to do that. Diamonds. Diamonds, when you make diamonds, that whole process there is very lengthy. First of all, diamonds is a very rare gem. Its greatest and purest element is carbon. Guess what? We are made of carbon. And the diamond, it has to have a certain amount of pressure, a certain temperature to be made into what it is. And it has to be at a certain depth. Wow. To be made. And did you know that a diamond can be, there's many different forms, but many of the diamonds are up to 3 billion years old on the earth. And when the diamond is done, the volcano brings it up to the surface of the earth. And then geologists can take up to 10 years to find that diamond. And then another 10 years to determine if there's enough diamond in that deposit, right, for it to become economical. But the point is, it has a process. And sometimes that process of the diamond is halted, right? Because it's growing, but it's halted in its development if the temperature ain't right, if the depth isn't right, right? If the pressure is not enough. Wow. So it is with me and you, beloved. So stay the process, right? Don't be afraid of it. It may be scary. Remember, we got that dark side and that light side of our mind. But don't you want to come out on top as a winner? Don't you want to see who your best self is? And we'll never find that out if we keep running and pushing our pain down. Okay? And lastly, I want to share with what this coach said. He said that fear is what if, and faith is What did he say? He said, fear is what if and faith is, cannot remember that. I will put it down in the description because I don't want to misquote him, but it was fabulous knowledge, fabulous information. Fear is what if and faith is no matter what. And that's me paraphrasing, but you get the gist. Drive hard, y'all. Drive forward no matter what. Okay? And thank you for listening. I'm your sister and I care about you. You have a good day. Peace.